Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. I'm back from my granddaughters, back in my own house now. Peace and quiet. A nice afternoon, nice dinner. Always get a lovely dinner off Cheryl. I'll have to tell her, remind her one day, like, that I'm not eating for two, like, size of the dinner she puts out. Sure, the same for the kids as well, like, and I guess I was annoyed when they don't eat it all. I say, the stomach's not big enough for what you put on the plate. But anyway, I'm doing a little bit of, it's night time. I've left my ring light on behind my laptop, and it actually puts a bit of light on, better light on what I'm doing, so I can knit some of this of a night time. Because I couldn't before, and I left the ring light on the other night when I was doing something, video or something, I think it was, and I left it on, and I noticed I could see better what I was knitting, so I'll be using the ring light to, if I want to do any knitting of a night time, any with dark colours anyway, like. Like I'm saying, I've been to my granddaughters and I took a little bit knitting with me because I kind of take anything, serious in it. So I thought, I'll just take some. This is some of the peach. It's a lovely peach. This is some of the wool that I got off Carol. And I thought there's 2 balls of this, that's 100 grams. I'll get a little 18-inch cardigan out of that one. So I thought I'll do a rosebud lace one, the one I've done before for my to put on the Etsy shop. And I'm making the rosebuds a little bit closer together, with it being just a small one. So that's what I'm doing with that. And I had a little bit laugh this afternoon because I was sitting on the settee when I was knitting, and Frankie, he's the oldest boy, he's 9-year-old. He was sitting next to me on the settee, and I took a bit of graph paper with me because I hadn't started this. And this is what I use when I'm doing, if you can see all like the little dots and the dashes. And that's how I work out my patterns, where I'm going to put the rosebud lace and that. So I'm sitting on the settee and I got the bit paper out and pencil, and I started working out where I was going to put the little holes. And he's looking, come over, like this, and looking, what you doing, Nana? Oh, I says, it's a code, it's a secret code I'm writing down. Oh, can I see what you're doing? I says, yes, and writing them down. He says, well, what kind of code? I'm saying, well, that line down there, that's a dash. Them ones are dots. So there's 2 dashes there, there's 1 dash there, and there's 2 dots on either side of it. And then there's 3 empty gaps in between. And I'm telling them all that, yes, and what do you do with them? What's secret? I says, well, you see the little dash down there, that's a stitch. Yeah. And then the 2 little dots, there are 2 stitches. And sometimes I knit 2 little dots together, but sometimes I knit 1 dot, I slip 1 dot and knit 1, and then pass a slip stitch over that. Nana, that's knitting. I know, but you says it was a secret code. I says it is a secret code for knitting. I made patterns. Oh man. So that was Frankie. Anyway, he wasn't interested anymore. Don't know what kind of secret code he thought it was, but and then later on, after I had dinner, I had Eddie sitting on the settee beside me, the 3-year-old, and he had his iPad. And on his iPad, we had the kids' YouTube thing on. And they have those stupid little things. It was like 4 little creatures, all different colours. And they were all getting donuts in the colour. And it was going to each one and giving them. And he was sitting and he was repeating the colours. He's going, green. And then the next one, yellow. sees yellow. He sees yellow. I sees yellow. He actually sees yellow. Then went on to the next one, and we'll come to, I think the last one was a black donut. And I see he goes, black? See, I wouldn't have a black donut. You don't know where it's been. Black? It's pointing. And then we're getting all different colours and the numbers. And Craigie's dad was sitting on the chair, and he says, you two, you're driving me up the wall. He says to me, you're worse than what the Ben is. I says, I'm only telling him the colours. And he went, we're learning what colours. Shut up. So that was my afternoon anyway, with the kids, and little bit fun, and you know what kids are like. They're doing a little bit. Well, Craig and Cheryl were doing a little bit tidying up in the garden, cutting the grass and that, getting it all ready, so don't have to do anything more probably. That's probably got to finish tidying up my garden and get all the rubbish cleared and all that. And it'll be the last time I'll probably have to cut the grass or the hedge till next year, thank goodness. You know, it's nice having a hedge. I grew a hedge in my back garden. I got all, this was years ago, I got all little cuttings off somebody else's hedge, and I planted them in the back garden between my garden and next door's, because we didn't have a proper fence at the time, and I had a neighbour from hell. So I planted all these little cuttings, and they grew into a great hedge. That's a hedge I've got all down my side garden. I did the same in the front garden as well. I planted little seedlings and helped them grow in that. And I must have been out of my tiny mind, because I have to keep cutting the flaming things all year round now. Like, you do these things when you're young and don't realise you've got to have the upkeep of them as you're getting older, and you can't really be bothered all that much with things like that anymore. Like, at least when I first grew them, I had my husband and I had 3 kids to help. But I've got to do them all myself now. I gotta get help of Craig, Cheryl's man now and again. But some things do want sorting out at the moment, but I'll get round to it. So anyway, I'm sitting down, going to do some knitting, make myself a drink, and watch the telly. But I'll probably have to put this down when I start watching the telly, because I can do the row I'm actually doing now is the wrong side row, and all I have to do on that row is, if it's a knit stitch, I knit it. If it's a purl stitch, I purl it. That's all I have to do. I don't have to think about the cables or anything like that. And there is 1 or 2 rows in between the cables where that's all you do. But they're not very many, they're few and far between. So I'll probably do a little bit of this and then probably put it down and do something else, because I can knit other things like this. I can be knitting this no trouble at all while I'm watching the television, because I don't usually have to see what I'm doing. But this one I do. I can't knit. I don't want to make a mess of it. So that's my little bit for now. And like I said, I haven't got my television on now. It's 7:30. I'm going to switch my television on and have a look and see what crap there is on tonight. Have a look for some films or something, I think, see where I've got films to watch. There's never anything interesting on the television that I want to watch. So thumbs up and subscribe. Catch you tomorrow or any other time. So bye for now.